If you want it, you can have it. All you got to do is just reach right out and grab it. If you want it, you can have it. All you got to do is just reach right out and grab it. Step on up, step into your power. Step into your power, child. Step into your power. Step into your power, child. Step into your power. Step into your power, child. Listen to me. All you need, you already own. It was given to you on the day that you were born. Anything your heart desires, you can make it reality. Step on up, step into your power. Step on up, step into your power, child. Yeah, yeah. Step into your power. Step on up, step into your power, child. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to fall. It was given to you to make you strong. God only made one like you. So come on, baby, and just do what you're born to do. Step on up, step into your power. Step on up, step into your power, child. Yeah, yeah. Step into your power. Oh, yeah, yeah. Step into your power, child. Step into your power. Step into your power, child. Yeah, 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 yeah. Step into your power. Oh, yeah. Step into your power, child. Thank you guys so much.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity Center of Spiritual Growth, and a special welcome to those of you who are joining us online as well. I know that you are here by a divine appointment, and what a great appointment today is. It's a beautiful day out there. It's a beautiful day in here, and I'm going to ask Judy Wheeler to come up and light our crutch candle. There it goes. All right. It's a symbolic reminder that the light of Christ is alive and shining here in this moment and in this place and in our hearts always. It's a good day for a good day. Thanks, Judy. Our mission statement here at Unity states that we are a spirit-centered community that lives love and uplifts lives. Let's say that together. We're a spiritual-centered community that lives love and uplifts lives. Thank you. That's good. I was asked to write a prayer, and sometimes I do write a prayer, and they're okay. But I'm going to do my favorite. I'm going to do the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring love. Where there is offense, let me bring pardon. Where there is discord, let me bring union. Where there is error, let me bring truth. Where there is doubt, let me bring faith. Where there is despair, let me bring hope. Where there is darkness, let me bring your light. Where there is sadness, let me bring joy. O Lord, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that one receives. It is in self-forgetting that one finds. It is in forgiving that one is forgiven. It is in dying that one awakens to eternal life. And I'm going to have Dave Crittol come up and read our daily word for us.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Are there some teachers in the house? Don't be ashamed. Bring them up high. I owe you a lot. Today's reading is kind of interesting. It's called Healing, and I want to bring special attention to the fact that teachers are a part of this. I use uplifting words to support my healing. That's the title of it. A teacher asks students to draw self-portraits surrounded by rays of sunshine and swords of radiating from their hearts. The rays represent uplifting words, and the swords symbolizes heartful ones. These exercises powerful and illustrated that the words can heal or harm. Today, I commit to using words that affirm my divinity. I receive those settlements into my heart and acknowledge their truth. I release any words that do not uplift one. I heal myself by using words of kindness, encouragement. I will also be mindful of ways I speak to others, choosing words that soothe, strengthen, affirm, and honor the light within everyone, and help create a healthful, compassionate world. For those of you who have not found this little book, look for it. It's worth it. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
It really is worth it. It's absolutely right. I'm going to give everybody a chance to meet and greet, okay? You just have a limited amount of time, so let's do it. When you hear the song start, it's time to come sit down again.
Good morning and welcome to Unity Center for Spiritual Growth. I am Justin Derwick, your celebration assistant for today. And let me just see where I'm at here. I didn't know that until just a couple minutes ago, so. Well, welcome, and we're so happy to have you here today with us. If this is your first visit, thank you for joining us today, and feel free to raise your hand, and our greeters will gladly provide you with a welcome packet containing some information about our Unity community here. So if you have a hand and want to raise it, we'll get you that information. If this is your first time joining us online, we truly appreciate you and the time that you're spending with us today. To let us know that you're here, simply click on the Connect with Us Synapsis link. You can find it in the Synapsis tab on our website streaming window. If you're watching through YouTube or Facebook, the link is available in the menu on our website. Now let me introduce today's music ensemble. And that is, of course, the lovely Pamela Benton on violin and guitar. And then we have Debbie Raby, Laura Weintier, and, of course, Leanne Erlin Moore on piano. Thank you so much. And I think our volunteer acknowledgement for this month or this... I didn't mean to hypnotize or do anything like that. So we are wanting to acknowledge and show our appreciation for the hospitality team this week. And so if you are a part of that team, if you could stand and we can honor you in that way. Nobody? Nobody here from the hospitality team today. We send them our praise. At Unity, we believe in the power of prayer. And if you have a prayer request, please fill out our prayer request form, and you can put that in our one of our prayer vessels. You guys are really, really pushing me today. We will, yes, enter a prayer request for me then. We will pray over them for a week and then send them to Silent Unity, where they will be prayed over for another month. So that's an awesome opportunity and just a lot of power behind that. So feel free to do that when it calls to you. We also have prayer chaplains available, and our prayer chaplains offer you a calm and non-judgmental and confidential presence to confide in during times of need. And will our prayer chaplains please stand? Yes, we have one Blossom here. They will be available in the nursery or in our meditation room after the service. So please, they're great people to confide in. So our bulletin includes an event schedule along with descriptions of our various groups and activities going on here at Unity. These events and groups are an excellent way to connect with others and foster stronger community relationships. I would like to call your attention to a few of those announcements that I have right here. So, the guest speaker on Sunday, August 31st, is going to be Reverend James Kress. So that's exciting, and so join us on I think that's next Sunday. And on Sunday, September 7th, Unity Center of Spiritual Growth is firing up the community grill for a community cookout with the spread of traditional and vegan burgers, hot dogs, and all the fixings. So we invite you to bring a side dish to share, and think crisp salads, juicy fruit, baked beans, or anything that pairs well with the picnic vibes. Our Gathering of Waters ceremony is a cherished tradition, celebrating a deep connection with all that we share through water. And this ritual invites you to bring a water sample from the streams, rivers, lakes, oceans, all the places that you visit throughout the summer. As you explore, keep a small vial handy so that you can collect the water sample from those areas and bring them to our ceremony. And we are still offering a 2-for-$1 deal on all our books. So yeah, there's some great books out there you can get a sweet deal on. And the Unity book sale table is in the hallway. Take as many as you like. It is an easy way to create your new thought reference library. This is an offer. This offer is available through the end of the month. And I think we're not quite bringing kids in yet, so. All right, thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Justin. Roy, would you come up and introduce our guest speaker? Well, true confession, I completely forgot till I walked in that I was introducing Dallisa today, and so I had to grab this off of the bulletin board, and I'm going to read it to you, but then I'm going to tell you what I know about Dallisa. This is from her bio. Dallisa Hocking is a 5th-generation psychic medium, a spiritual teacher, a founder of Spirit and Spark, a personal development company devoted to intuitive living and conscious community. She currently ministers to over 300 members in her online spiritual community, Sacred Signals, and that community offers classes, guidance, and weekly inspiration rooted in compassion and empowerment. One person offers all that. That's pretty incredible. But this is what I know about Dallisa. I have been communicating with her by phone and by text and by email all summer long in terms of all sorts of things speaking here. So what I know, number one, is she answers her phone. I don't have to come up with a voicemail. And she answers emails within an hour and texts right away, and she shows up, and she gave us a wonderful talk a couple Sundays ago. So join me in welcoming her back today. And the other thing is she's got a fabulous smile.
Roy, before we do the speak, are we doing
We're rocking and rolling today. Good morning. Yeah, the last time I was here, I did a talk about what death teaches us about living. And it's nice to see a full house here today. So today my topic that I chose was having faith in the fog. You know, there's a lot of people that are in my weekly classes and things of that nature. And I had a woman last week, she had lost her job that she had for a really long time. And she asked me if she was going to be okay. And I in that moment, I took that opportunity to remind her that, of course, when one door closes, another one's going to open. Sometimes there is a bit of a pause in between one closing and one opening. And that's what I hope to convey today in this talk, is that sometimes we're in that waiting period before the next door or the next window opens. And to remain faithful in that time. In my experiences over the years, and maybe you can relate to this, it's in those times when we really don't know what's going to happen next that is like that chiseling of the marble. And it's shaping us. And it's giving us a deeper opportunity to step into the faith within ourselves and the remembrance that everything is really happening for a reason, even if we can't see the whole staircase yet. And so I hope that you walk away today remembering that as you walk forward in the coming days, the week ahead, that even if things aren't working in a quick enough way that you may want them to, or you don't understand everything just yet, you will. And so have faith through that fog. Okay, so what could fog look like? A few different things. Confusion, uncertainty, waiting, and this can be that sacred place for growth. I often remind my community about that waiting period. And a lot of people will laugh and say, oh, well, I'm not very patient. And maybe you are shaking your head and you're thinking about that yourself. And patience can absolutely test us. But like I said, that waiting period can be sometimes divine intervention. Maybe there's things that have happened in your own life where you feel like, gosh, I really, really wanted this one thing to happen. I really wanted that certain job. I really wanted to move to Kentucky or whatever it is, right? And then you realize in hindsight that you're really glad it didn't happen because God, the universe, had other plans. And I do put a lot of words up on these slides, and if you're with me when I did my talk about a month ago, it's the same kind of format. I know some people like listening to what I'm saying, and others prefer to see it up here, so it will be a little bit heavy on the words. So even when life is unclear, the miracle is already within us. Faith in God and a deep knowingness that the universe always, always has our back is the compass through the fog. You have not been abandoned. I get asked that a lot too. There's a lot of loneliness, and I think there's a lot of it, frankly, in our world today. I talk to a lot of individuals that feel like they're alone. They feel like they are struggling day to day, and they don't know how they're going to get through the fog. But truthfully, there is always a presence around you. As Roy kindly mentioned, I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing that for a decade now professionally. And we always have angels and guides and loved ones that have passed that are with us. And they often come through and say, please remind people that they're never alone. Now, I get asked also, well, are they always with me? Are they always looking? Because maybe you have some personal moments you don't necessarily want them looking at. And they respect our privacy, but for the most part, they are there as a shining and guiding light for you. So if you are one of those people right now that feels like you are alone, or you're wondering if there is anyone there for you, even in the moments where you might not have somebody physical there in the room with you holding your hand, you always have a presence with you in any room or in any location you find yourself in, okay? The fog is not the absence of God. God is always with us even when our path is unclear. There is only one power and one presence, God the good. He sees you, he knows. Faith is not about everything turning out okay. It's about being okay no matter how things turn out. Divine timing is not our own timing, as I mentioned. If you feel like saying this out loud as I say it, or you can say it silently to yourself if that feels aligned for you. With my faith and trust in God, I keep putting one foot in front of the other, trusting the process and divine unfolding. So this is a personal example. I, years ago, was living in Las Vegas, one of the 2 times I lived there, and I get offered a job at Texas Christian University, and they said the condition is you have to be here in a week. And I've never lived away from my family before. And so I sat there. I remember sitting in my parents' living room. My mom is here today. And talking to my parents about it, and should I do this? I have to make this decision really fast. I remember getting on the phone with my grandmother and asking her, what would you do if you were me? And it was one of those moments in my life where I couldn't see anything in front of me. And you might say, well, you're a psychic medium. How does that work? That was before all of my gifts dropped in. And frankly, it's hard to see the picture when you're the frame. And so I often have to talk to people that I trust and talk it out to get that insight that I'm looking for. And I remember my grandmother saying, yes, you should go, you should do this. And it turned out to be this really beautiful experience, and I loved living in Fort Worth, Texas. And it shaped a lot of these future decisions that I ended up having to make. But I didn't know if it was going to turn out okay. But I believe in the power of us and you as an individual. I believe that we are innately resilient. And I believe that even in the hardest days, the hardest times, that we will get through it. I think part of it is that mindset of I'm going to decide that I'm going to get through this, and it's going to happen. And so sometimes it's going inside of your own mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit, and reminding yourself just how strong you are, and that no matter what happens, whatever difficulty you're faced with, even today, you will get through it and you'll be better for it. Trust that the staircase will appear even if you can't see past the first step. Ask yourself, when did I last trust that God has my back even when I had doubts? And maybe there's something as you hear that comes to mind today that you're personally dealing with right now. Maybe you've been diagnosed with an illness, or somebody you love has. Maybe you're faced with, how am I going to make that extra money that I need to get through this month? Whatever the challenge is that is facing you today, I believe that you can get through it and you will get to the other side of it. You are not lost, you are becoming. What feels like delay or confusion is often divine transformation. That's what I was talking about, the marble. Sometimes you just have that piece of marble and it's being chiseled. You don't know what it's going to be just yet, but it's unfolding. So these two metaphors, one, a seed in the soil, dark, unclear, but breaking open with purpose. That seed doesn't know it's going to become an oak tree, has no idea. But it's still going to sprout, it's still going to grow where it's at, where it's planted. It trusts that it's exactly where it needs to be, and the conditions will make it happen. The other metaphor is the caterpillar doesn't know that it's becoming a butterfly, but the challenge to set itself free actually gives it the strength to fly. The caterpillar doesn't know, but in the process, the strength that the caterpillar builds actually gives it the strength that it needs to become the butterfly that's going to fly. So those challenges become the fuel of what's going to end up making you fly. The fog is sacred space where we meet the divine within ourselves. Consider this reflection. Even when I can't see the way, God within me knows the path. I have faith that all is well. The spark of divinity exists within all of us. You are not waiting for something outside of you. You already are the answer. This inner light never dims, even when you feel doubtful or stuck. Watch for God to show up as intuition, synchronicities, through prayer. Some of us will see different numbers that repeat. Maybe you see an 11 all the time. I know there was a stretch of time I would see 11s everywhere. Maybe your synchronicity or your sign is a butterfly. And you're like, wow, this is so interesting. She's talking about butterflies today. Maybe that's a sign for you. You can't make a mistake. God always aligns you with your path. I get asked that a lot. somebody might come to me and say, I'm trying to decide if I should take this job in California or move, or should I stay where I'm at in Washington State? And I like to remind them, and I'm reminding you today, it is my belief and understanding that we really can't mess something up. So even with every situation, every decision, you will learn something regardless of which path you choose. And I believe that God, the universe, doesn't make mistakes. And so whatever path you chose to stay in Washington or take the new job in California, for example, that either one is going to give you gifts. There's going to be silver linings in both of them. You will learn in both of them. And if there is something that you are meant to do or something that is meant to come along your pathway, that is divinely curated. It will still come along your pathway. So if you are faced with a decision in your own life right now, I hope that this inspires you to make the decision that creates the most joy for you, or the most creativity, or the most curiosity, and choose it. Knowing that no matter what, your compass will be realigned, and you will always be where you're meant to be. Nothing is going to miss you that is divinely orchestrated to be for you. So what is your path teaching you? God's voice can often be experienced when we slow down long enough to lean in and listen. I talk about meditation a lot, and I'm usually faced with groans about it. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, it's so hard. I can't keep my brain quiet enough to do it. And I like to ask people that tell me that, what are you afraid to look at? Because I've noticed over the years that some people will avoid slowing down or leaning in because they're afraid to look at what's there. So is there anything that you aren't leaning into yet? And maybe you'll feel inspired this week to lean a little bit closer. Being still, breathing, inviting the connection, filling your heart with gratitude, and allowing answers and miracles. Gratitude is an interesting word, and it's a curious feeling. I work with the energy of gratitude a lot, and what I've noticed is when we are grateful, maybe you keep a gratitude journal, or maybe you think about a few things before you go to bed at night that you're grateful for. Simply holding that gratitude within yourself and considering a few things you're grateful for each day, it grows that energy. It multiplies that energy. And what happens is it ends up attracting more things to be grateful for into your life. We become what we are. We become what we embody, what we think about, and that is all energy. And so whatever it is that we believe, that God has our back, that we will get through this, whatever those stories are and beliefs, you will continuously attract things into your life that back up that belief. So practice leaning in and listening to what that inner story is. And ask yourself this week, is there anything about this story that I want to change? Is there anything that I want to adjust with my magnet and lean into that new story? Faith is not passive, it is an active spiritual muscle. In the fog, faith is your anchor. It says, I don't know what's next, but I know who I am, and I know God's got me. Human beings create their experiences by the activity of their thinking. Do your thoughts reflect that of faith? In any given moment, you can only be in faith or in fear. Which one are you choosing? If you don't believe me, put it into practice this week. When there is something that feels foggy or unclear or a challenge, a roadblock, in that moment, go within yourself, take a few deep breaths, and ask, am I in the energy of having faith right now? Or am I in the energy of fear? Because you can only be in one in any given moment. Bless you. And it's not about judgment. So if you are asking yourself that question and you realize, wow, I am afraid, that's okay. But even acknowledging that you're in a place of fear can get you leaning in closer, looking at it a bit more, and asking, how can I step further out of fear and closer into my faith? Your life is the miracle. The shift from waiting passively to realizing that God's love, guidance, and answers are already within you. You have everything you need inside of you right now. There's not a person, a class that you can go take that's going to magically be the magic bullet, the magic fix. You were born with everything you needed. You still have everything you needed. You were never broken. You were never abandoned. The miracle is not out there. It's you. I am the miracle. I am the light. I walk by faith today and each day. We're going to head back over to our beautiful music. And this is a mantra as we get ready to go back to our music and get ready for meditation. You can say this aloud or you can say it to yourself. The second bullet point here. Spirit, even when the way is hidden, we trust you. Thank you for the light within us that never fades. We choose faith over fear, truth over doubt, and divine guidance over confusion. We remember that the miracle is not far away. It is who we are, and so it is. Beautiful. Thank you. We'll be back in a moment with meditation. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm here in the heart. I'm here in the heart. I'm here in the heart of God, where I belong. I'm here in the heart. I'm here in the heart. I'm here in the heart of God, where I belong. I'm here in the heart. I'm here in the heart. I'm here in the heart of God, where I belong. I'm here in the heart. I'm here in the heart. I'm here in the heart of God, where I belong.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right. If you'd like to join me in meditation, we're going to do a quick visualization to help clear away any of that fog and bring in that faith, that knowingness. So join me in either closing your eyes or you can keep them open, gazing downward. Allow yourself for these first few moments to Bring your attention, your focus towards your breath. Not changing it, just observing it. And notice how your body feels today. Giving your mind, body, and spirit permission to relax, to let go. Feel the wave of peace go through your body from head to toe, helping to bring you, your energy, into this present moment. Not living in the past, not worried about the future. Allowing yourself to be right here, right now. That you allow yourself to be in this unfolding of the present moment. Letting go of any fear or worry. Allowing yourself to be here in this energy, this intention of peace, of faith. Begin to bring your awareness down into the center of your chest, into your heart. Feeling your heart expand and grow. It may feel like your breath is coming out of your heart as the energy of your heart expands even more. Your heart already knows. Your heart knows that everything is unfolding as it should. It knows about patience, divine timing. As that energy in your heart is grown, you allow your mind, body, and spirit to trust even more in the process of the unfolding. You trust that God has you by the hand, guiding you through any fog. And you can say silently or aloud, we're going to say a mantra 3 times. Even when I can't see the way, God within me knows the path. Even when I can't see the way, God within me knows the path. And one more time. Even when I can't see the way, God within me knows the path. We're going to do 3 deep breaths together as we anchor this information and divine guidance into our mind, body, and spirit. And as we do each of these deep breaths, imagine or see or sense that you have a golden glow coming out of the center of your heart, extending in all directions around you. So taking a big, deep breath in through your nose and out, anchoring this energy in. We're going to do 2 more, breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. And 1 more. Beautiful, beautiful. May you have a wonderful, curious week ahead of you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring yourself back into the space. Thank you. that doesn't inspire you to give money, I don't know what will. That was amazing. Woo! I felt like I was at a concert, like a full-blown concert. Incredible. Yeah, full body chills, exactly. But I wasn't kidding. Now it's time for the love offering. So, so thank you. Makes my job a little bit easier up here. Yes, it's time for a love offering. I love to think of giving money as a real act of gratitude, a real act of faith. Because when we do give so freely, we have that faith, that knowingness in mind, body, and spirit that whatever we are giving, universe, God is bringing back to us tenfold. And I've done affirmations even around this where I'll say, okay, I'm giving this money. In the next week, I'm going to see it return 10 times. Just as a way to work with that magnet, that thought, that power. So we're going to play some more music, and we're going to send around the love offering baskets. And if you are able to, and even those online that are watching, there's a link in the description that you can use to donate as well. We invite you to do that now. Thank you.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need.
You want to do it?
I was gonna have Blossom.
Yeah. We're gonna do all kinds of blessings on this money today.
Blossom, come up and give a love offering blessing, please.
Surprise.
Just be patient. Come.
Yes, a microphone. Yep.
Got it. Hello, everyone. Okay, let's center ourselves into the thing that we call God, knowing that we gratefully receive these gifts, knowing that they will double, they will triple, and that they will serve our community and also each one of you. God is a generous entity, and our generosity is reflected back 10 times fold. So I bless these offerings, I bless these gifts in the name of my brother, Jesus Christ.
It's time to bring in the kids. Yep. Okay.
We're flying.
Light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna
the kids had fun today, because I see that Todd Neal was in charge of them. What'd you guys do today?
They were in charge of me. We had a good turnout in Unikids and one Uniteen and kids in the nursery, and I had fun. And Serenity is going to read something for us, is that correct? And she's a really good reader, and she's really courageous. And it's a little long, so bear with us.
What you see is what you get. Our head has inside it a movie projector that projects out from our foreheads and shines on a screen a picture of our true thoughts. This is our reality. We can only see what we project, also known as our beliefs. If we believe someone is a jerk, every time we see them, we reflect our beliefs about what we think about that person, and that is all we can see. Even if someone tells us this person is a kind, loving, caring, intelligent individual, we wouldn't be able to see it. If we change our beliefs about them, that person will change, and so will our judgment about that person.
Thank you, Serenity. Now what?
Thank you, guys. That was great. You can go back to your families now. And if you guys will join me in our closing song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God our Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it
And now if we can say the prayer of protection together. The light of God surrounds